Hi, everybody, and welcome to devotions at the beginning of this week, at the beginning of this month. It's October. We're in the last quarter of the year. We're in the final rundown of 2023. Wow. One of the things that we guys, certainly I, admire about women is that they know how to multitask. I think of my own wife. Over the past 50 years, I've seen her. She looks after a challenging job. She attends to the matters of the house. She's she cooks many meals, much more than me, and she's brought up children. She's provided clothing for them. She's made clothing for them, and she has her own interests. And I don't know. The tasks are endless. But us guys, look, we're watching rugby, and don't distract us. When this is done, we'll do the next thing. And so, yeah, they have my admiration. That's just how it is. Well, now, in the Bible, we are told that Christians have to multitask. There are four things we got to do, and they might all be happening on the same day. And I just want to mention these four things to you. The first one is that we've got to sit. There's a verse in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 6. God raised us up with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms. We are seated with Christ. When Jesus had completed his work on the cross and had risen from the dead, he returned to heaven and he is seated at the right hand of the Father. Nothing more needs to be done. It is accomplished, he says. It is finished. And we sit with him. There's nothing we can do to make ourselves right with God. We simply trust in what Jesus has done. So the first thing is we've got to sit and accept that and trust in what he has done for us. The second thing is we need to stand. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13, it says, "Put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand." Because when we begin to live for Christ, there will be temptations, there will be challenges from the world around about us, from within ourselves. We will be challenged to be faithful to Christ. But Paul in this verse says, you've got to stand firm against this, to look to God for the strength that you need. Know what you know is right and do it. Well, then, the third thing is walk. In Galatians 5:16, Paul writes, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature." When we get up every day, we've got to be about our business and the things we do in our lives and so on. We need to walk in step with God, listening to that still small voice, looking to his word to guide us in the truth of God and the truth of the way we need to live, and then leaning upon him for the strength that we need, so we don't run ahead of God. We don't take a wrong turn on the road, but as it says in Psalm 23, we allow the Lord to lead us in righteousness, to lead us into the right paths. So we've got to sit, we've got to stand, we've got to walk, and we've got to run. Let us run with perseverance. It says in Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Let us run with perseverance the race that is marked out for us, keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus. The Christian life is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And as with all marathons, it requires endurance. Jesus said we were to endure to the end. At times, you may be tempted to throw in the towel because life has got some very tough calls. Things happen, sad things, tragic things can happen, and it becomes very difficult at times just to hold on. But no matter how slowly, keep moving forward and keep looking to Jesus. Let the troubles not take you away from him, but rather draw you near to him and allow him to lead you and to teach you and to minister to you. And so we've got these multitasks: sit, stand, walk, run. Difficult for us guys, but by God's grace, each one of them will enable us to be worthy disciples of Jesus Christ. May God bless you as you go into your multitasking, and the Lord go with you. Bye for now.